So here's a quick walkthrough to look at the managing database content workflow that's hopefully been a bit improved. So we log in via directory, and here we have mine's already remembered. And we have two ways to get to our database entries. The first one is to go by town, so let's go that route first. Town and state, so as you start typing, the autocomplete will give you options. Let's go to San Antonio and go, and as there's more than one entry here, you can see we'll have all kinds of possibilities here. So let's click on one of them. I'm just going to change the picture on here. We'll click on there. Let's do we'll upload a new image. I've only got one image I have for testing, which is this one there. And we can see we have a message here, image was successfully uploaded, which we can dismiss. The update here gives us a new date, and this image file name, which you're not supposed to be able to read, it's just a unique combination to stop any clashes on the database. But the message above tells you that the image has been successfully uploaded. If we go back to our list, we can see now the Baymont Inn, this has been updated, and we can do another one. So let's go up here, and we're just gonna, with this one, I just want to do an update. So here we can see I didn't really change any of the fields, but we can see that it was successfully updated. We can see that the date here changed so that we know that it worked. We can also delete. So we can see this one has been deleted and the form has just gone back to a default, the first entry in the database. And if we want to create what we need to do, we can either create a copy. So in this case, I can just create this. We can see we've created a new entry, new reference ID, but of course all the information on here is the same as what it was before. So let's say I just want to make a few changes, and do something like that, and then we can do the update. Now we have a different hotel altogether. I'm just going to delete that one. I think that about covers that. Of course, we've got the different entry pop-ups that we get from the PDF. You've seen that before. And if we want to go, we can go back to our list. Now, if you've done a lot of work, and we can see that that one I deleted is gone. If you've done a lot of work on here, then you'll have to press the back button a number of times to get back to this list. So the best thing to probably do here is to have two windows open. So if we open this in a new tab, we can see we can do work on here. Let's say I just want to delete this one. So let's delete it, successfully deleted. I can go back to here and do a refresh, and we can see that that entry is gone. So there are a few ways to move backwards and forwards. If you end up doing a lot of work on here, you may have to do the back button a number of times, but you'll eventually get back to this list, which will be updated the moment you get back to it. I mentioned there's two ways to get there. So here's another way. We're going to do reference ID, and each time you press on enter a character, the back end is looking through the entire database. So sometimes it might take a while for it to populate. Here we can see we have ones with 3 ones in it. So these are this number on the end here is the ID. So we click on one of these and go, and it will take us directly to the form where we want to make the changes. Now note that you can't just type in 11151 here and do go. That will get you nowhere. You won't get a result. So what you need to do is is look at the drop downs here. It has to be one of these entries that goes into gets entered into here. If it's not in that list, it doesn't exist in the database, so there's no point in typing it in anyway. There we go, and takes us to the form. So there are a number of ways to get there. Alternatively, we could have done Wimberley, Texas, and we can see in Wimberley, Texas, the Blair House is the only one there anyway, so we can click through there and get to it. So that's about it on the back end. I think the workflow is a bit smoother now, so try it out and see how it works.